Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Abakobwa. So guys, we are here, we're back again. It's been a long time, and we're going to do it's like a recap. It's like everything medical. It's like a wrap things about med school. So we're going to be talking about expectation versus reality. Expectation versus reality. Ikindi turavuga what you wish you knew before the clerkship. Clerkship is something you go through as medical students. Then we're going to talk about the lesson we learned, and also going to see, could you like do med school? If you went back and you know, I don't know. I hope you enjoy, as we are going to be enjoying this video. Thank you very much.
This is the expectations you had before you went into med school, and now that you're close to the end of med school, how do you feel about those expectations? Start by Gloria.
Okay, so one of the things is, since a lot of us when we went into medical school, just even like the medical profession, people used to think doctors are rich. But that's a really big thing. That was a switch for me. Realizing the satisfaction, the reward that doctors get has nothing to do with money. I think some people get the money, and it's a few people that do. It requires working very hard. I think the majority of in the normal population of doctors, a lot of them don't work for a lot of money, but the satisfaction is for your patients. Kubona abarwayi bawe bakize, umuntu waruje yakoze nka accident, ubona afite ibisebe byinshi, unatinye kumureba, wenda niba uri umusurgeon ukamudoda akongera akamera neza, nimba yari yaravunitse ukamufasha akaguru akashyiraho sima cyangwa se akamushyiramo na tije, and then the person akongera akagenda. That is a very big satisfaction that whatever money you'll ever get, because medicine has the money. I regret discouraging, but yeah, that was a very big one for me. And when you grow, you learn to understand your core. Money will come, your money, you will find ways to work for it. But mainly, if you came into medical school, if you came into the medical profession, it's more about your patients and they improve from how they presented to you to healing. Yeah.
Thank you, Gloria. Miss Feli.
Thank you. So for me, I think the expectation was reality. I think na college yose bose birabiremera. Wumva muri secondaire, urumva tuvuge uri umuhanga, uratsinda ibintu byose, and then you come to med school, you think it's going to be like that. It can be, but you need new ways. It's like you need new ways. You need new ways. You need new tactics. It does not work like that. So for me, it was like, okay, med school. So I am like I'm like not since the high school. Yeah, the Lord has blessed me. This medicine, I will not suffer. And then, you even suffer, so it's like the success you had in high school, that's not directly translated to the success we had in med school. You need to change and challenge yourself and be like, I need new ways. I think when I did the same in college overall. I think for me that was like, yeah, That's true.
I think medical school is more, it's more competitive. Even the people you meet are very bright people.
I know.
So you have to adjust to one, not being the best in class. And then you get to learn from those people. In college, mainly medical school, you learn a lot of things from other people. You learn from how they learn. You learn from things they do. Your ways you think have been working for you in high school, they're not gonna work in college. So you need to relearn a few things. So everybody ready to adjust is important.
That's true.
Okay, the biggest reality shock nagize ni how med school is academically challenging, very much so. Nanjye byambaye open. Ariko ikintu that I still struggle even today is how it affects every other aspect of your life. Socially, you will have no time to have friends, no time or energy. But you can't. You just feel like energy. I cannot spend it socially, also mentally, psychologically. And your brain chemistry is changed. Ukabona abantu bababaye ibintu utigeze utekereza ko bishobora kubaho bitari na ngo kuba yavunitse cyane cyagize igisebe gikabije, but umuntu akakubwira ubuzima bwe ugahita wumva what I'm here, I'm looking at you, what am I doing? Ukumva birakurenze pe. Rero kubyakira all of that rero bituma med school, it will try you in all areas of your life. You come ready for that. I wish ko nk'abantu bize imbere yacu cyangwa abandi bantu bafite content creators, ko they will talk about that aspect more, because it's a big one. Ku batureba batari med students, clerkships ni stage muri rusange, it's going to the hospital, seeing patients. That's how we learn most of the time. The first 2 years to 3 in class, but the rest of the years we go in the hospital and learn from patients. Yes, so what is something that you wish you knew before you went into clerkship?
So one thing is, get to your clerkship, like a few months before starting clerkship, nari managed to go. Basic medical sciences, narabyibagiwe nkumva ntabwo biri organized. Mfite ubwoba kujya muri hospital nta kintu njyanye. But then I came to realize all the things you're worried that you don't know, they're somewhere in your brain. Except you're very long-term memory. They will come back, and then you will know how to apply them better. So if you can't completely, you will learn more. All that you need is being in the hospital and seeing patients. Coco patients have all types of things, and organic is so patients that look like a book. Then you go back and you read something, then you realize that's how it presents. That's more when it sticks to your head more. In a book. So all the things you think that you don't know, all the things you're worried you have forgotten and all of that, just be present in the hospital, class patients, go to rounds. You will learn a lot. You'll be surprised after like 3 months or 2 if you know. And then but actually I didn't also understand until starting. That's where you get an image of how you started and how you were. You're like, oh God, this is exactly me. But the fact that I'm here, and then I recognize, you go there at the beginning, then you've learned a lot of things. So don't worry, you will learn. You will know how to use all the information you got from basic medical sciences.
So also for me, was something I wish I knew is to be myself, and also not to compare or make myself setting expectation for me is good, but not setting expectation according to other people in the world. So when you start the clerkship, of course, as we said, the people who are very smart. The professor says something, you're like, And then you're like, did you even study that? And you're like, oh God, I am very dumb. Oh God, I will never get anywhere, So for me, it was like, okay, I'm going, the best thing was I have to know myself, know the pace at which I learn at, and also know like, of course, at the end of the day, I have to meet the expectation of the university, Sibyo. Be like, okay, I'm not going to be lazy, Sibyo, but I'm not going to beat myself up. Like, I know myself. If I study this and study like this, and in the rounds, I'm like, at least for me, my goal is to know what is the normal temperature. Okay, that is the bare minimum. But it's like, if that is the goal today, and even if the other person know other things and I don't know them, I'm like, it's okay. My goal today was to know the normal temperature. I know it. I take it. That is it. Tomorrow, I'm like, I'm going to come and be like, how do I take some physical exams? What is this medication do? It's like it gives you peace, and it gives you not seeing other people as your competitor. You're like, okay, they know a lot. How can I learn from them? Instead of when you see them as a competitor, you cannot even approach them. But when you see them as you are a team, okay, they know a lot, it is good. How can I learn from them without beating myself up, without trying to put myself down? And also, one thing is, if I knew that the senior clerkship would be like 6 weeks, I think my junior clerkship I would be very proactive than I was. Because in the junior clerkship we have a lot of time. You are very attentive to. You are learning a lot of things. Your brain is still fresh, but then I go to the senior clerkship. It's small. They are expecting a lot from you because you're like, this is the last time you're going to be a doctor next time. So for me, if I knew that I would have a 6 week senior clerkship, I'll be proactive. Not the way I was, but that's it.
Okay, thank you, Philly. For me, I think I want to talk about how your empathy changes over med school. I think before we started, we had, was it a reading about a study of rating empathy in medical students at the beginning of clerkship and at the end or at the middle, I don't remember, and all of them it had significantly decreased. And yes, I understand that in the beginning, since you don't know many things, you've not been exposed, your heart is more open to pain, more open to emotions, and you react more. But as you go, you get used to things, you see, you say, no, this is not too much pain, this is what. But something that I realize even now is that the people who work currently at the hospital, like for 10 years, 20 years, there are some things that they don't care about anymore. And it's not that it's right. It's not always right. So they see someone in pain, but they will say, no, that one, she's always here, she's always in pain. But you find that it's true, that patient has a disease that is always causing her pain. But they're acting like it's not significant pain, you can ignore that, it's okay. And sometimes, because we are very receptive when you're students, you're like, this person has been working here for 30 years. Who am I to deny what they're saying? And then you follow that. You find yourself, you have lost the empathy, you don't take care of the patient, and you think you're right. And that's just wrong, It makes us bad doctors at the end of the day. So you have to be careful to know, like, let yourself learn from yourself, not from, Gloria told me that this doesn't hurt. So okay, it doesn't hurt, and I should do it as much as I want. No,
That's true.
See for yourself. For the patients that you have seen, on 5 patients, there's one who really looked like they're in pain, but the others were, so it might mean that it's not as painful as you think it is. So yeah, learning for yourself and don't take on bias from other people and make that your principles.
So one is, there's always something to learn. In medical school, Ntanubwo medical school, it's just an outlook to life that you're supposed to have. There's always something to learn. There's always something to learn from your friends. There's always something to learn academically. There's always, muri hospital. You think when you're in hospital because you're a medical student and that's all you think you need to learn. But you learn a lot of social norms from the hospital. You learn a lot of not only social norms, no the health system works. Actually the way it works. You learn, since you should be open to learning a lot of things. Even when you're in the hospital, as medical students, I'm gonna learn from doctors that are there, I'm gonna learn from, interns, but everyone in the hospital is teaching you something. Nurse is teaching you a lot. Janitor, I will see everything that happens and anywhere it happens from. You should be so ready to learn. It takes you a long way. Kuba uri open to learn a lot of things. Ukaba uri very observant. Ukareba ibintu byose how it plays out, either academically, either socially. Kuko ninabwo realizing all the things that affect your patient apart from the disease they are presenting with, and the reason why probably that disease hasn't been cured for a long time. Nibwo realizing impamvu wenda hari abantu bapfa in the hospital, sometimes byari biri preventable. Wiga ibintu byinshi in the hospitals. Cyangwa in just medical school, so you should always be receptive to learning. One other last thing I learned, ntabwo najyaga numva ikintu impostor syndrome ari cyo. But impostor syndrome is real. No, it's the realest in medical school. Every day you're questioning yourself. You don't, what does it say? Am I supposed to be here? You have a lot of questions about yourself. Since hari akantu kuri TikTok cyangwa kuri Instagram bamaze bakorera ngo we are medical school students, of course we do this. Of course we think of dropping out every other day. It's so real. I can't count how many times I've considered dropping out. But then tomorrow you wake up, something good happens in the hospital, and then you forget about that. I think when you have like a good support system around you, impostor syndrome but you feel supported, and then it pushes you through. So it's okay if you have impostor syndrome in medical school. You're not alone. Everyone does. Just how to deal with it is what is different.
Wow, impostor syndrome. Yeah, it is real. So for me, what I learned, I think I learned this basically. What I learned, it's okay to be close to your patients, like get to know them, get to understand them, like go beyond the disease. Some point I think when I was like, what if I get close and then I lose them? But then when I try to be close to them, when I am actually interested, it's like they're not just patients, they're just people with diseases. Ndikumva ndumva nashaka kujya gukora ikintu narabona labs zabo nkavuga se okay, why am I being this profession, what is happening? Then I found out I'm becoming a friend to my patient, I'm getting to know them. Nuyaga twabiho ati mwaramutse umeze mte ugacaho gutyo gusa, and then you feel like there is a closeness. Hari ukuntu nk'ibintu tesi yavuze, hari ukuntu ujya muri med school ugasanga nakujya mu bitaro nakubwira ati sibyo ngibyo bizashira, mbese umurwayi wese wajya uhura umeze gutya, ariko it does not cost a lot. Kandi kuba close to patients ntabwo bivuze ngo ngo uhite ufata burden yabo ngo uyikorere ngo ugende ubitekereza. It's just at that time you're like, I'm here right now, I'm a friend. Ubundi umurwayi akakwisanzuraho akakubwira ibintu byose, akakurekurira akavuga ati wow, what is happening. So I think being close to patients is not bad. It's not something you should shy away. Ntabwo bizatuma emotional feeling as intensifying. Niyo patient wawe mwamuri inshuti niyo passes away, of course urababara, ariko ntabwo hari ukuntu bagira negative, like n'ukunda n'aba patients uzaba close, very attached, kandi it's not really for me. I think the more you love your patients, the more you care for them, ukavuga ati that's good. So that's what I learned.
That's a nice one. Yes. So from my end, what I learned is that okay bijya gusa nka impostor syndrome but yego ko noneho mu minsi ya nyuma where there's so much stress in fact the thoughts of dropping out they become so loud, not dropping out but like giving up. So for me one lesson that I learned bijya kumera nka impostor syndrome but the thoughts of dropping out, the thoughts of giving up are really loud, especially when you're very stressed, when you feel like you're failing at your job and everything, but they get very loud. And ikintu kimwe kimfasha to stay at least on track. Navuga ni okay, nubwo ari ukubyuka nkahagarara gusa today simbizi, nkahagarara aho bari bubwiye kujya ndahajya ndumva nta kintu ndi bushobore gukora, umva go do it. And the thing that pushes me is like for like most of my life, so far actually most of my life now, for me I got to see chair. For most of my life, I knew I wanted to become a doctor. I felt that. In your heart, you feel like this is what I should do, and I believe that's my mission. That's my mission here on earth, and that's enough for me to keep trying. So I like to remember that, and sometimes if you feel our patients, some days imbaraga ntazo pe sinzi pe, ariko wamubona yishimye ukamubona aseka ariko ubwani muganga byagabanutse iki, you feel like actually you feel nice, you feel warm, and it keeps you going. So it's the small moments I'm grateful for. Itatumye ko mburaga small moments mu munsi kavuga ati it's okay, keep going, you can do this. So that's my lesson. Your passion, it will wake you up some days. Other days, it will be your academic excellence.
Which is normal.
After knowing like the reality of it all, would you do med school again? Hi guys.
This is very kind of the me knowing uburyo nyine sufficient letting the convince I want medical school and I know I will do it again even if I know I will do it again, but like 20% of me feels like there are other things I could have done. And there will also be in the medical field, but not necessarily being a doctor. But I was so convinced I want medical school. I wanted it so bad. It was worth it. There's something I learned. There's a lot of things that changed in me going through the medical school, the highs and the lows and everything that happened. And it's for a reason. And so that reason, this is what it convinced me, because she was meant to come. I'm not yet. I don't yet know. It's something I've been struggling with to know exactly why do I want to be. Because I could be a doctor because everyone that went to medical school and all the things I wanted to do before I came to medical school. But some part of me feels like I can do that, but there's more that I need to do that is not necessarily being a doctor. So I could have done that. It's a blessing. It's an even more blessing. Yeah, it is hard. Every time I've come so far. I will do it again, despite the fact that I know. I will do it again.
For me, I think I am not sure. I'm not sure. For me, coming to med school, I think you could be a good doctor. Noneho bigera igihe turangije secondaire, shaka university by God's grace ngera muri GH. So literally no kuri nyine like my brother no uri kumbwira ati ya no kuri you wakundaga kuba umuganga wakundaga ryari I don't know but I'm like understand if niba kundaga some friends of mine they will tell me you're a good doctor ariko nyine jewe literally even nyine for me it was like I need a university so I've got one I'm going to study so I think if we went back wenda tukagira ko nundi bicoka vuga se undi se not the med school what would I do right now I don't know I think I would do med school ariko if we go back and we have like career guidance sibyo maybe ukurumva njyewe kuri at my high school my goal was to have a university sibyo because there was no career orientation I had so if maybe I think if maybe it's okay. If maybe I had career guidance, then I would jump out. Now, in these same states, I will still come to med school because I got the university. But now, I think I love being in the hospital, the patients are masaha yanjye not over time masaha mbandi mu bitaro no kuri happy okay nyine murumva nishimye and of course there's challenges nk'izo koko yavuze the salary sometimes you overwork hagera ahantu ugasanga abaganga bake so ugasanga we have to work a lot of time and also still nkuko bivuze mu bitaro undi aravuga ngo mu bitaro umenya igihe ugereramo ntako ntumenya igihe utahira sometimes ushobora kujya mu bitaro 7 ugataha 10 kubera ko at 6 there was an emergency ntabwo urasohoka so I think there are challenges of course ako I'm not sure if I would come or not ngize career guidance what do I like what's my thing at that age at this age I really love medicine there are challenges that I'll be like God if you could remove them I'll be like but then at that age I don't know maybe I could have checked but one day inside me I used to think I love business but would I have pursued it I don't know yeah I don't know really 50-50 maybe.
Okay. For me, I think it was two ways. If I hadn't gotten into med school, like what since but like something in public relations, like where I would be talking all day long, traveling, doing things like that. If I don't get into med school, it's a sign from God, this is not my thing. Completely different, bye sciences. Yes, so, but for now, to go back and try again and do it again, I think I would do it unless in a okay, it's a sign, let me go. But yeah, even though it killed my whole life, my social life, everything, I will still do it. I think. Thank you guys for your questions. For your answers. Yes, I hope it inspires you. You all to join medical school. Think about it. Reflect on your personality. Reflect on your life, on what you want in life, and it will help you decide. Yes, we're just sharing a bit of the things we remember. We're sure that if we brought other people, they would also share other things that they face and feel. So whenever you see a medical student, a medical doctor, and you're interested, ask them about a specific experience. Like we have tried to show you something, then try to narrow down what you want to know more. Yes, so hope you enjoyed this.
Also, I think medics, everyone that goes to medical school, they should talk more about these things.
Yeah.
When it's just, no one talks about it, and when you're there, you feel like I'm the only one. And also, even in medical school, I don't know how people deal with their life, but no one talks about it. That's when people start to think I'm alone in this. I'm probably the problem. I don't know how no one talks about it. But I think medical school, medical school, tell them the reality. If it's gonna scare them away, now when there's a reason it has to scare them away. Instead you kugenda bari blinded kandi barahuye nawe and he knew everything. Kwako it has its positives, it has its negatives, but it would have been better for me if I wanted to medical school knowing all of that to be able to weigh out.
And also bishobotse implementing like career guidance muri high school to really know who you are and to really know what you want, because like for me it was PCB, so PCB has to become a doctor, you know. So I was like, I think now if there was like career guidance, guiding, the education system actually refusing at semester, maybe it can be at semester but at semester you can fit the career okay which combination do I want to go to. Then wajyana hejuru for the people who are abantu benshi bagita kujya but you can you're like, okay, now I know who I am after high school, at least me was a throughout in the med school, like they should keep med school guiding you, like being there for you, supporting you. Sometimes for me med school I loved it after being in med school. I was just studying, but after I loved medicine. I think if you don't have the support, you will hate it even more. Maybe niba wayikundaga uyange, then tugera producing our doctor ready. We are qualified, we know the medicine, we know everything, but we are cold. We don't like our patients or what. Even if you like a patient, you're like, okay, that and it's very critical for kugira support, after going to the hospital, am I going to now be involved in clinic and public health? Public health alone, if that works for you, clinics alone, clinic, the resident, I would not love some people to get up resident in the oops, if I had known, it would be very bad. It would be very bad. So career guidance in every step is really very much needed.
So leaders, teachers watching us, even ourselves as we grow or have more influence on different levels, these are things we need to keep in mind and advocate for them. Okay, so thank you guys. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and also comment. We love to read your ideas, your thoughts, and feelings. We hope to see you soon. For us, we're closing med school in August. In August, we're becoming doctors.
Yeah.
So we might not have that much time to create content together, but we still love you and we'll try our best.
Yeah.
Bye.